Hi, welcome back. In this review, we'll be comparing two budget robot vacuums, the Roomba 690 and the Roborock E4. So these robots are priced between the $250 and $330 range, with the 690 being the more expensive option. The 690 is part of Roomba's 600 series line that also includes the 614 and 675, and this model is the most expensive of these options. The Roomba 675 and 690 are the same products with slight variations with the color scheme. One difference is the 690 comes with one virtual wall, while the 675 does not. Both have Wi-Fi and compatible with the iRobot Home app, Alexa, and Google Play. The E4 is Roborock's latest in their E-series line and one of the least expensive options I've tested with the smart navigation. Unlike the more expensive S-series robots that use LiDAR, the E4 relies on two gyroscopes and an optical sensor Roborock calls the optic eye to track movement. This combination enables the E4 to clean in straight lines, unlike the Roomba 690 that just pinballs around in a random direction after it hits an obstacle. And hitting obstacles is something I noticed time and time again during the tests. The 690 doesn't really slow down but hits things almost at full speed. So it's not something I'd consider if you have expensive furniture or something easily scratched. The E4 does better in this aspect. It doesn't bump as hard and slows down, so it's more of a nudge than a bump. The E4 is also better in tight quarters and able to navigate through mazes of chair legs without getting jammed up. In contrast, the Roomba 690 didn't fare as well. It was able to navigate under wider clearances, but got stuck when it encountered this office chair. It's not a one-off incident, but a constant struggle. So when it comes to navigation, I'd give the edge to the E4 as it does it with better efficiency than the 690. It has a more advanced algorithm that's better in tight quarters and can navigate larger spaces with less risk of getting lost. Both the Roborock E4 and Roomba 690 have round frames that most robot vacuums utilize, and both have a single side brush. The difference is the 690 side brush spins at a much faster rate and scatters debris it comes in contact with. This issue is more obvious on hard floors where it creates a bigger mess. The E4 side brush doesn't spin as fast when cleaning the middle portions, so it doesn't scatter dirt as much as the 690. Another difference between the E4 and the 690 is the main brushes. The E4 uses a single combo brush, while the Roomba 690 has two counter-rotating brushes, which is a reason why it picks up well despite the low airflow. The Roborock E4 almost triples the airflow of the Roomba 690 with 21.51 CFM compared to the 8.2 CFM of the 690. Even at the lowest setting, the E4 still outperforms the 690 with 11.33 CFM. Take note that the Roomba 690 only has one power setting, while the E4 has four settings by default. Factoring in the lengthier runtime of up to 200 minutes, smart navigation, recharge and resume, the E4 is better suited for cleaning larger homes and multiple rooms. The 690's navigational algorithm is completely random and only runs for up to 60 minutes, so it's not as conducive for traversing around larger spaces or in and out multiple rooms. Despite having more airflow, the Roborock E4 had a lower average score in the cleaning test, which was dragged down by the poor results in the deep cleaning test, where it only picked up an average of 69.83%. The Roomba 690 was better at deep cleaning, picking up an average of 85.16% in three tests. One reason why it did better is the dirt detect system, where it automatically goes into spot cleaning mode when it senses a dirtier patch. The E4 doesn't have this technology and only goes over the area twice, so it lacks a bit in terms of thoroughness. However, the E4 side brush spins at a much slower pace, so it doesn't scatter dirt as much as the Roomba 690 side brush, where it throws stuff all over the place. And this is my biggest gripe about the 690. It shouldn't be an issue for daily cleanups, but just in case you need to clean big messes, it's not something you'd want to use. Despite having lower scores overall, the E4 was better with surface debris tests because the side brush doesn't scatter dirt as much as the Roomba 690. Passes were clean, so it's the more efficient robot of the two. Another issue I see with the 690 is the strong exhaust behind the dust container that tends to blow light debris around. In the sand on hard floor tests, the E4 scored higher marks than the 690. Again, the issue is this fast spinning side brush that scatters it around. For the hair wrap test, I scattered 1 gram of 5 to 7 inch human hair. The E4 had better results with fewer strands of hair wrapping on the brush. The Roomba 690 didn't do as well in this test, with most of the hair wrapping on the brushes. One issue with the 690 design is the second brush, which is a hair magnet. I wouldn't recommend this for cleaning human or pet hair regardless of length. Both vacuums didn't do well in the edge cleaning test, barely cleaning any of the debris scattered around it. Cleaning large debris won't be a problem for these robot vacuums as each has enough clearance and good enough airflow for stuff like Fruit Loops and Cheerios. The Roborock E4 has a slightly larger dust container and can hold up to 0.6 liters versus the 0.6 liter capacity of the 690. However, it doesn't have a door to empty the contents, So you'll have to pull the filter piece to empty it, which can be tricky. I like the 690 bin better as it has a wider opening and disposing of dirt is easier. In terms of filtration, the E4 is better as it has a washable HEPA filter with more surface area compared to the Roomba 690 filter that uses a thinner material and doesn't have as much surface area. Of the two options, only the E4 can mop floors, but with limited range because of the smaller water tank. The 690 doesn't have this capability. Next, we'll look at the apps. The Roborock E4 is compatible with the Xiaomi Home app, while the Roomba 690 is usable with the iRobot Home app. Between the two, I like the Xiaomi Home app better as it provides users with more options with scheduling. You can set unlimited runs with the Xiaomi app, whereas the iRobot app only allows one per day. Another quirk with the iRobot app, at least for my tests, is the need to reset the Wi-Fi every time I open it. The Xiaomi app's Wi-Fi is more stable and doesn't need to be reset as often. Overall, the Xiaomi app brings more to the table. In addition to the more flexible scheduling, it also enables users to set a DND mode where the robot will not operate during a set time frame. You also have the option to enable a fifth power setting, which is the gentle mode for your mopping needs. Users also have access to the cleaning history tab that shows the latest runs along with the corresponding maps. It also has a maintenance tab that alerts you when to replace or clean components like the filter, brush, or sensors. The Roomba 690 is also the noisier option of the two, recording at 65.7 decibels on the sound meter. In contrast, the Roborock E4 tops out at 64.4 decibels at the max setting. Lastly, we'll look at the size comparison. The Roomba 690 is the larger robot, measuring 13 inches in diameter and 3.7 inches tall. The Roborock E4 is slightly smaller, with a diameter of 12.62 inches and 3.5 inches tall, so it will fit under furniture with lower clearance. To conclude this comparison, the Roborock E4 brings more to the table. It has more airflow, a smarter navigational algorithm, larger capacity battery, and better app features. Between the two, it's more efficient and better for larger homes because of the longer runtime plus recharge and resume. The Roomba 690, despite being more expensive, is the more basic option. It only utilizes a standard algorithm, so it will only bounce around in a random direction like a pinball. This robot is better suited for cleaning one small room at a time because of its randomness. It doesn't have recharge and resume or the ability to track its location, so there's a higher risk of it not finding home base if it cleans a larger space. If you have questions about these robots, please leave them in the comments section. I'll get back to you ASAP. Please check the links below for more information about these products. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video has been helpful to you. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video.